the, the Indian guy wakes up. He goes to his kitchen. Afterwards, he goes to his car and he drives to the American guy.
Yes. Then he says hi.
You're 2 hours late.
Meetings in India is typically at 9 a.m.
Well, not here in the US. Well, let's get started. I've invited you so I can learn to do business in India. So tell me, what are the most important things to do?
Well, meetings in India is very different from in America. The language barrier is real. It can be hard speaking to Indians because they don't mind learning English. Then you must avoid stereotyping. You must keep an open mind and don't judge people based on religions, beliefs, languages, and culture. Then you need to prepare for collective. During a meeting, the leader will often not speak, so it's hard to define who the boss is. You need to know that you're just one of many. There's a whole world who wants to do business with India, and you might not be so important to them if you don't have a great idea. And then you need to be prepared to deliver a product and not just the idea, because Indians will often just find another one to do the job. Then you must watch out for religious holidays. The Indians have a tight schedule and the holiday is the only time they can relax.
Your country is so weird compared to the great USA. Tell me more.
Okay, well, another thing is at the start and the end of the day, our meetings is pretty late. It's often placed at 10 a.m. in the morning and in the evening at 9 p.m. Another thing is that things and plans might change at the last minute, and you can't be totally sure if the meeting's at 9 because we'll just change it to 10. Then you must expect to be interrupted. We like to do multiple things at once, and most of us don't have our phone switched off. Many also believe that their word is more important than yours, and we will always just take our phone up and talk to people on the phone if they call. Then you must be formal and address people by their last name and speak in a formal manner. Then you need to learn the art of flexibility and patience if you want to do business with us. Like I've said before, we're businessmen with a tight schedule.
Holy shit, you're weird, but it has been informative. Bye.
How rude. And then he goes, and the Indian just stares at him and drives home. We've made a little PowerPoint showing some of the tasks and what to do with them.
The first one we put in was you can't cross the sea merely by standing and staring at the water. We think that this means that you don't accomplish anything without working hard for it, and you need to do it. Don't think about when and how you're gonna do it, you just need to do it. Just like Nike says, just do it. If you want people to do business with you, you can't just talk empty, you need to follow through.
Then there's this statement: the homogenizing forces are as strong as the heterogenizing forces. In short, the globally connected world, we might not be as homogenized as we assume we are. We think that this statement suggests that while there may be some forces and strong forces that push towards homogenization, making things more similar, there's also these strong forces pushing towards heterogenization, making things more different, or making things more diverse, as how you look at it. The idea is that the globally connected world and these opposing forces might balance each other out, and resulting in this less homogenization, making things more similar than one might expect. And this statement, we think, just suggests that we need to be different to have this multicultural world that we live in, because if everyone is the same, there aren't much difference, and we can't really do business because everyone thinks the same.
How to act and how not to act. You know a lot about how to act and not how to act in dealing with an Indian partner. Film a meeting between an Indian and an English person with cultural, and that's what we did. We filmed this video where we showed the English man was very rude to the Indian man. When being in public or being at a meeting, it is very important that you know how to act and not how to act. People need to get the impression of you if you want to do business, this is the only way. Firstly, you need to respond and talk with a positive manner and speak formally. Also, don't use unnecessary words. And as we showed in our video, the Englishman was very rude to the Indian man, and we think that if you do the opposite and try to be more open and more politeful, then you can get a business with people instead of just being so rude. So that's what we're gonna focus on.